Doctors gave her only 90 days to live, a little girl just 6 years old. But what nobody knew was that the nanny hired by the family was hiding a secret that would change everything. What happened in this child's final days will make you question everything about miracles and destiny. Stay until the end, because this story will touch your heart in ways you never imagined. And trust me, what you're about to discover will leave you speechless. Emma was only 6 years old when her life turned upside down. A vibrant little girl who loved drawing princesses and running through the backyard, singing Disney songs at the top of her lungs, suddenly began experiencing pain no child should ever feel. Sarah, her mother, still remembers the day everything changed with crystal clarity. She was playing at the park, spinning on the merry-go-round with that infectious laugh of hers, when she just collapsed. I saw my daughter, who minutes before was laughing loudly on the swing, lying motionless on the ground, pale as paper, her little body trembling. The frantic rush to the hospital, the endless tests, the sleepless nights waiting for results. And then came the devastating news that shattered their world completely. The test results brought the worst news parents can receive: aggressive leukemia, advanced stage, spreading faster than wildfire through her tiny body. Dr. Martinez, the oncologist with 20 years of experience, was direct but compassionate. With this condition progressing at this speed, you have at most 90 days with her. I'm sorry. Make every single moment count. The Henderson house transformed into an improvised hospital ward. The smell of disinfectant replaced the usual scent of Sarah's vanilla candles. Medical equipment crowded the living room. Emma's bedroom became a sterile prison where a little girl who once danced to cartoons now lay connected to machines that beeped through the night. Michael, the father and successful architect, had to quit his job immediately to become a full-time caregiver. Sarah could barely function, spending sleepless nights watching Emma's every labored breath, counting heartbeats, praying for more time. "We're drowning," Sarah whispered to Michael one exhausted night, dark circles under her eyes. "We can't do this alone. We need help." That's when they made the desperate decision to hire a nanny. Anna arrived on a rainy Tuesday morning that felt like the end of the world. Brazilian, 45 years old, with silver-streaked hair tied in a simple bun and a smile that seemed to carry ancient wisdom. When she introduced herself, her voice had a gentle accent that somehow felt like a warm embrace. "I came to take care of little Emma. Don't worry, she's going to love me." But there was something mysteriously different about Anna from the very first day. She always arrived carrying a worn leather bag filled with strange herbs that filled the room with unfamiliar, earthy scents. She would speak quietly in Portuguese when she thought no one was listening, her voice carrying melodies that sounded like lullabies or prayers. And she had a peculiar, almost magical way of touching Emma, as if her weathered hands carried something special, something that made Emma's pain seem to fade. "She's strange," Michael commented to Sarah after the first week, watching Anna through the doorway. "But look at Emma. It's the first time in weeks I've seen our daughter actually smile. There's something about her." By the third week, something completely inexplicable began to happen. Emma, who could barely lift her head from the pillow just days before, suddenly started asking to play in the garden. She wanted to feel the sun on her face again. Her cheeks, once pale as winter snow, began to show hints of color. Her appetite returned. She started humming again. The family was cautiously hopeful, but afraid to believe what they were seeing. "This is medically impossible," Dr. Martinez muttered in disbelief while reviewing the new test results, adjusting his glasses multiple times as if the numbers would change. "The white cell count is, actually improving. Her body is responding in ways I've never seen in 30 years of oncology. This doesn't happen with this type of aggressive leukemia." Sarah couldn't contain her curiosity and worry any longer. She confronted Anna one quiet afternoon while Emma napped peacefully for the first time in weeks. "What exactly are you doing with my daughter? These changes, they're not normal. What's in those herbs? What are you giving her?" Anna took a deep breath, her eyes filling with tears as she looked toward Emma sleeping peacefully in the garden hammock. Then she revealed her heartbreaking secret. 20 years ago, I lost my own daughter, Isabella. She was 7 years old. Same disease, same suffering. I held her hand as she took her last breath, and I swore on her grave that if I ever had the chance to help another child, I would give everything I had. She opened her worn leather pouch with trembling hands. "These are herbs my grandmother taught me in rural Brazil, passed down through generations of healers. But it's not just medicine, it's faith, it's concentrated love, it's every prayer I couldn't say for my own daughter. I pray over every leaf, every tea I prepare. I'm giving Emma everything I couldn't give Isabella." Day 89 arrived like a funeral bell tolling. According to Dr. Martinez's prognosis, this should be Emma's last day on Earth. The family gathered around her bed with heavy hearts, trying to be strong while inside they were completely shattered, waiting for the inevitable goodbye. But Emma, against all medical expectations, opened her bright eyes and looked directly at Anna with that innocent wisdom only children possess. "Grandma Anna, will you be sad when I go to heaven to play with the angels?" Anna's heart broke into a million pieces. She held Emma's tiny, fragile hand and whispered through her tears, "My precious princess, you're not going anywhere. Not on my watch. Trust me with everything you have." That night, at 3:47 a.m., Emma's condition took a dramatic turn for the worse. Her heart rate plummeted dangerously low, her breathing became shallow and irregular, her little body started convulsing. Sarah screamed in terror. Michael frantically called 911, medical equipment alarms were blaring throughout the house. But Anna did something extraordinary. She knelt beside Emma's bed like she was approaching a sacred altar, closed her eyes tight, and began whispering an ancient Portuguese prayer her grandmother had taught her decades ago. Tears streamed down her weathered face as she pressed her hands gently on Emma's chest. It was as if she was transferring her own life force, her own years, her own breath to this dying child. "Please, God," she whispered in Portuguese, then switched to English so Emma could hear, "Take whatever you want from me. Take my health, take my years, take pieces of my soul, but please, let this angel live. She deserves the life my Isabella never got to have." The heart monitor let out one long, devastating beep that seemed to last forever, and then, in a moment that defied every law of medicine and science, miraculously returned to a strong, steady rhythm. Emma's eyes fluttered open like butterfly wings. She took the deepest breath she'd taken in months, and for the first time since this nightmare began, she asked for her favorite strawberry milk. 3 years have passed since that miraculous night. Emma is now 9 years old, completely cancer-free, and runs through the same garden where Anna first met her. She's back in school, has joined the soccer team, and her laugh once again fills the Henderson house with pure joy. The doctors officially call it spontaneous remission, something that occurs in less than 1% of cases, something science cannot fully explain or replicate. Anna never left. She's no longer the hired nanny, but has become Emma's chosen grandmother, the guardian angel who appeared exactly when a family needed a miracle most. She still lives in the small apartment above their garage, still prepares her healing teas, still whispers those ancient prayers. Sometimes late at night, I still can't believe what happened, Sarah shared in an emotional interview last month. I'm convinced Anna wasn't sent by a placement agency. She was sent by someone much higher up. She didn't just save our daughter with medicine or herbs, she saved Emma with pure, sacrificial love. The kind of love that moves mountains and defies death itself. Emma, now a vibrant, intelligent little girl who wants to become a doctor when she grows up, keeps a special drawing prominently displayed on her bedroom wall. It shows a woman with silver hair and glowing wings, holding hands with a small girl under a rainbow. Below it, written in careful cursive letters, "My grandma Anna, my real-life angel who gave me tomorrow." Anna still carries in her wallet a faded photograph of Isabella, the daughter she lost 20 years ago. Sometimes she whispers to that picture, "Minha filha, I think I found her. I think I found the child we were meant to save together." Perhaps by giving Emma the life Isabella never got to live, Anna found the healing and purpose she'd been searching for through 2 decades of grief. The miracle wasn't just Emma's recovery. It was watching 2 broken souls, a grieving mother who'd lost everything, and a child facing death, find each other exactly when they needed it most. If this story moved you like it moved me, I need you to tell me in the comments, do you believe some people are sent into our lives for a reason? Have you ever witnessed something that science simply can't explain? Maybe you have your own miracle story. Share this video with someone who needs hope today, someone who's going through their darkest moment and needs to believe that angels sometimes arrive when we least expect them. And if you want to discover more incredible stories that will restore your faith in the power of love and human connection, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. Because sometimes, the most beautiful miracles happen in the most unexpected ways. Thank you for letting me share Emma and Anna's story with you. Until next time, keep believing in miracles.